Hello and what's going on YouTube, I'm Zero Infinity and today I decided to bring you a Lucian ADC ranked commentary. It's been a while since I've done commentaries and honestly it feels great to be doing them again. It's kind of a little bit of a work but I still enjoy it very much, and this is I think this is the game that's gonna put me in my promos to Guild 2, I'm not entirely sure. I am pre-mates with the Hecarim. The guy unfortunately did not get his position and he ended up jungle, and even more unfortunately he ended up with a jungler that is not really used to play. So I'm with a Leona support up against the Blitzcrank and the Caitlyn. Problem with our lane is gonna be the lack of synergy. We're gonna make a lot of mistakes, but it's what you'd expect, that lack of synergy when you're not pre-made with your support, when there's the lack of communication. But it's still good, it's something that you have to get used to, it's something that you're gonna have to work with and adapt. So in the end we're gonna suffer, we're gonna be behind in the beginning through mid-game by quite a substantial quantity of objectives and money, but in the end we're gonna be able to turn it around, take the advantage and win the game. Still, it's gonna be a lot of focus on the bot lane. There's gonna be a lot of mistakes for me and Leona, and boy, the team did like to rage a little bit. I mean, Leona was fine. She kept quiet. She did nothing. Kha'Zix was getting a little bit tired of Hecarim and started to get a little bit mad at him. And Soraka, well, Soraka just plain out insulted anyone that did something wrong. So Leona starts on Caitlyn. I go balls deep up against her. We try to kill her. I flash. She heals, and we try to kill her. Leona, she gets grabbed by Blitz, and I just get fisted, and we both die. So in the end, it was incredible. It was not worth it. And probably if I hadn't flashed, Leona wouldn't have proceeded with the tower dive. So I shouldn't have not flashed because it was obvious that Caitlyn would have the heal to use. So in the end, it was incredibly bad. I was lucky that the exhaust wasn't on me and was on Leona. Alright, so we ended up trading one kill for two, and yeah, that gave them a little bit of advantage on that. We gotta this is the part where we evaluate what we have done. And yeah, it's not so good so far. It's like the score is already 2-4, and even though we got the first blood, they already have a little bit of advantage on the money. And the objectives, the dragons, we won't be getting them in the beginning. So there's gonna be a bigger gap than that is right now. Caitlyn launches her ult, I'm not entirely sure. I thought there was a gank coming, I thought something was about to happen, but no. Maybe it was because Blitz wanted to put out some wards. Here I get caught. Fortunately, Soraka was watching me in the bot lane, and she healed me, saving my ass, and I'm incredibly thankful for that. So, two things that happened wrong. First, Blitzcrank went to take out the big ward and stay there when Leona was there. Second, I eat into a Caitlyn's trap, so GG for me. Third, I missed my ult completely, it did not hit Blitz, so yeah, even worse. Although it was incredibly funny. We still managed to pick up the kill. Leona did a fine job getting that kill though. It could have been a lot smoother were it not for those two mistakes that I did. Still, one kill, that's pretty good. It gives us a lot of advantage. Now Blitzcrank tried to initiate on us, but Caitlyn has no mana, and I've just been spamming around my stuff, and I don't know why I backed away over there. The kill goes to Leona, so no biggies on that thing. Evelyn comes for a gank. It ended up killing her, and I'm like, she's gonna stay here. If Blitzcrank stays here, then she's gonna stay here. And I know Hecarim is telling me that he's coming to gank, so I just stand there so that he helps me kill around. We focus on Blitz to kill him as fast as possible. I flash forward so that Evelyn cannot touch me anymore, and I have Hecarim to protect my back. She ends up flashing too, so it was kind of a flash for flash, and we escaped full health. So Fizz was attacking Soraka, so we ended up helping her. They kinda didn't allow me to go base since I wanted to go base, so I just tried to push this and go base. Leona starts on Caitlyn, but unfortunately I have no mana to back her up, and yeah, turns out to be a waste of an ult. Oh well, stuff like this happens. Alright, so as far as my items go, I have a Vampiric Scepter, I have a Sheen, I have a Phage. I'm building for the Trinity Force and a Vampiric Scepter just for that sustain on the lane. I really think that we are capable of winning this lane, but fortunately there's gonna be a lot of difficulties. And as you can see, the gap is starting to get a little bit bigger. I trade a lot with Caitlyn because I can trade with her. As long if I have my abilities, I can definitely trade with her. She goes base, we saw that, so it's time to push. Time for her to lose a little bit of creeps and try to catch on this lane. Now, we tower dive blitz. We want to kill this guy. This guy flashes forward with the minion, so I just use my ult. He exhausts me. Unfortunately, I take too many turret shots and I die. And I put out random one. I know I'm not exactly sure. I'm kind of a retard and just started spamming the buttons maybe. So what I think got happened, another lack of synergy. I believe that Leona could have tanked one more turret shot and I would have probably survived from that. I would have probably survived the turret. We both would have probably survived that. So I was pinging like hell, saying that people were coming to gank the bot lane, so I just, you know, guys, stayed away. And it's they're taking dragon. You know, they took dragon. I see the opportunity to start because Evelyn has no mana. Fizz is coming. He launches a node. Fortunately, he hits on Hecarim, not me, which makes him the target of his focus. And now he was about to jump, but Soraka does a fine job silencing him, and we managed to pick up the guy, kill him. This is gonna be quite a long game. And as I said, that was just the first rank. We're gonna lose maybe one or two more. I'm not entirely sure. I tried to take down the bot turret to make up some money. We do take the turret, so it's pretty good for us. I push on the wave. I really just want to go base because I'm out of mana and I'm being warned that Evelyn is coming for the gank. I could not help Leona. I was out of mana, so I just have to leave her behind to die again because Leona was coming. Evelyn was coming. So yeah. Still, pushing on to the waves, trying to do something. What I really want to do now is take the mid lane because I want to take the mid lane turret and I want to help him take the mid lane turret as fast as possible. Hecarim finds a lot of trouble with Evelyn and Blitzcrank, so yeah, it's just difficulties. Fizz misses his ult. Pretty awesome. And I have to go bot lane because Caitlyn is really pushing that up and she's getting a lot of CS from it, so I'm taking the CS. Hecarim side is coming to gank Leona, and Hecarim are coming to gank. They follow Caitlyn. I just stay behind and farm, but once I notice the TP is coming, I go in there to help him, and then I notice Gangplank is like half HP, and I'm like, what the hell? It was like an easy pick on that, and so I just I last hit it that Gangplank, got another kill, and pretty awesome. Still, I think it wouldn't be needed for me to go there since Gangplank would be half HP, but I really didn't know. So as soon as I saw the TP, I just ran over for my team to try and help him because I didn't want him to die. Alright, mid lane fight. At some point we're gonna start recovering it. Now Blitzcrank gets too close to Leona, he gets CC'd, silenced everything, and we managed to kill him. And now we go for the tower dive on the Caitlyn. We try to kill her, and that's alright. This is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna go try and take down Caitlyn and Gangplank. Soraka completely gives up on this. I stay thinking that I can kill him. That he'll though help him a lot. I believe, I'm not entirely sure, but I believe that if Soraka had pushed through, you know, she had went balls deep with us on the tower dive, we might have killed Caitlyn and Gangplank and possibly escape Fizz. But that's what I think. But still, oh well. So they get a little bit too pushed, and Fizz lands an ult on me. He gets between 3 guys, so he ends up dying as well. And now Gangplank is just in the middle of everything, is just trying not to die now. Leona will ult him, but Gigi will just orange away. You're gonna see it like that, but he gets a lot of damage, he gets ignited, he ends up dying, so it's pretty good for us. We're starting to recover from this. We are still behind in money. It's still not that much noticeable, but we're starting to recover a little bit by bit, so it's not that bad. So I see a Caitlyn in the bot lane and I want to kill her, and once I get up there, she's like not moving away, so I'm like thinking, holy crap, so Evelyn is probably here, and she actually is. I knew Hecarim was coming too, so I was expecting that I could dispatch Caitlyn a lot faster and then have Hecarim and myself taking down the Evelyn. I don't know why Hecarim ran that way. It was like the worst possible path that he could take since Fizz was coming down. He should have taken our lane path. Still, they got yet another dragon. They got more money advantage than us. So it's gonna be a little. It's gonna be pretty rough, but we're gonna manage to turn it around. And now this is the part we're gonna try to take down the mid turret. Caitlyn gets caught and she gets killed instantly. Alright, this is the time where they initiate and those Soraka kills are making a lot of damage. Gangplank is out of position, so me and Hecarim just dispatch him. Fizz is gonna focus Soraka, which ends up being, yeah, he's gonna end up taking a lot of damage. And then there's Evelyn, who didn't run away. She gets ulted and she also gets killed. So this is pretty good for us. This is like what we needed to actually recover it from this game. We take down a turret, and now as you can see, our money gap is starting to get fewer and fewer and fewer. I go back to base, and yes, I actually did run all the way to the base. Don't ask me why, I'm kind of a retard. And I just decided to run all the way. I'm really not sure why. Blitzcrank gets caught, so I go in there, help making the damage. I try to focus on to the Gangplank. Evelyn comes, so I just send out an ult, try to do as much damage as I can. Sorry. And Evelyn just, yeah, she just gets super low. Kha'Zix is gonna fall to the end of the world while Fizz initiates on the rest. Hecarim does a perfect job in knocking Fizz into the turret wall, and then he also managed to interrupt Caitlyn's ult with his ult, and then Kha'Zix jumps on him. We have a double kill. We aced once again their team, and this means that we can do more objectives. Me, well, I think I'm gonna do for the red buff right about now. Yeah, I'm gonna do for a red buff. I need a red buff to do more damage. We really gotta need to take control of some of those dragons to get more advantage. Blitzcrank, he gets a little bit too further and he dies. Unfortunately, I couldn't save Hecarim. And now I go balls deep onto the Caitlyn, trying to kill her. I take one too many turret shots. Unfortunately, I should have backed away from the last one. However, I do kill her. I try to take the turret, but once I notice that everyone has already disappeared from the top lane, well, except Gangplank, but it wasn't seen back where I was when I was recalling, and so I decided to back away because I didn't want to give the money and the red buff. I escaped, well, very luckily. Evelyn did catch me only at the last bit of the recall, and she wasn't capable of stopping me. I noticed an Evelyn doing red buff when she passes through that ward, and I'm saying Evelyn's coming top, let's all gangbanger, she's not gonna expect that. Kha'Zix fights Evelyn, and there we are to back him up. Although it doesn't need that much backup. I mean, he did get a heal from the Soraka, and I did get the last hits. Hooray for me. Alright, so I thought that hook was coming from me, so I eat my face into the wall, trying to not get eat. And then we are just in a big huge mess of a fight, trying to do something. We can't kill anybody. Kha'Zix just went like too much balls deep. We're like stalling for time while Hecarim does the dragon, and this took a long time. Because this video is sped up. That dude really took a long time to do dragon, and he almost died for it. He didn't have the damage to do dragon alone. Alright, I was trying to push bot lane, but once I see the troubles in the mid lane, I just go forward and try to kill. Caitlyn was already dead, so I just decided to give it to Kha'Zix and pass on my damage to the Gangplank. We are gonna try to do this dragon because we see the opportunity. Caitlyn is dead and Evelyn's low, there will be nothing that I can do. However, don't ask me how, Fizz got the dragon. We had smite, and Fizz got the dragon. However, they are far too low, they cannot deal with us, we're just gonna go balls deep. I don't know why Evelyn got close to us. It will be 1 versus 3. Thanks to Leona, we do manage to kill her. We kill 4 guys for 1. It was pretty worth it for us, even though they got Baron. And we managed to push this once again. We get a turret. I'm gonna take too much of a turret shots. That last turret shot was completely unnecessary. Thanks to Soraka, it's like I never lost health to begin with. Those heals are one of the reasons that really helped us in this game to survive it and to win it. And right now the red buff is up. I should be doing it. I'm gonna push on to the mid lane. Unfortunately, I don't know what I'm doing. Go do the red buff. The red buff. Alright, I'm gonna do the red buff. And yeah, we're trying to see what happens in the mid lane, trying to make a fight happen because we believe that we can win this. Leona starts with an ult on a Caitlyn, everyone follows up. We kill the Caitlyn, which is pretty awesome. Hecarim initiates on them. We also go all the way on them. We kill those guys, we take them down. this is gonna be the last team fight that we ever face. As you can see, guys, we go balls deep onto the Fizz. We also kill him. This was the game, guys. I really hope you have enjoyed. Remember to never give up your games, and GG.